Once upon a time, I found myself at the base of a mountain, both figuratively and literally. Imagine, if you will, a towering monolith of rock and ice stretching up into the sky, its peak lost amongst the clouds. Its imposing stature looms overhead, a silent sentinel daring you to challenge it. From where I stood, it seemed an insurmountable task. The wind whistled a chilling song of warning, and the ground beneath me was cold and uninviting. The fear was real, a tangible entity that clung to me like a second skin, whispering doubts and uncertainties into my ear. But there was something else, a flicker of determination, a stubborn refusal to be cowed. The mountain was a challenge, yes, but it was also a symbol, a representation of the personal trials we all face in our lives. So I took that first step, and then another and another. Each one was a battle, a small victory against the self-doubt that threatened to pull me back. The path was treacherous, the climb demanding, but with each passing moment, each conquered obstacle, the peak drew closer. There were times when I wanted to turn back, to admit defeat. But I didn't. I pushed on, fueled by sheer will and the burning desire to prove to myself that I could do it. And eventually the clouds parted, and there it was, the peak. I had made it. So there I was, standing at the peak, a testament to the power of perseverance. Now I want to share with you a story of someone who faced an even more daunting mountain. Meet Sarah, a vibrant young woman with a zest for life that could light up any room. Sarah, like all of us, had dreams and aspirations, a roadmap of her life neatly planned out. Yet, as we all know, life has a peculiar way of throwing curveballs, and Sarah was no exception. One fateful day, Sarah's life took an unexpected turn. A life-altering situation, a diagnosis that threatened to shatter her dreams, her plans, her very existence. But in the face of adversity, Sarah didn't crumble. Instead, she stood tall, mustering courage and resilience that would put the bravest of us to shame. She was faced with a mountain, not one of rock and ice, but a mountain of fear, uncertainty and doubt. A mountain that loomed over her, casting a shadow over everything she had known. Sarah's mountain wasn't a physical one, but it was a mountain all the same. Sarah's mountain was a diagnosis of a serious illness. This was a challenge she had never anticipated, an obstacle she hadn't trained for, but life, as it often does, threw her a curveball, and she found herself staring at a mountain that seemed insurmountable. Her first reactions were a whirlwind of emotions. Fear, like a dark cloud, enveloped her. The future, once a canvas of bright possibilities, now appeared bleak and uncertain. Despair crept in, whispering words of defeat and surrender. But in the midst of this turmoil, a spark ignited within Sarah. It was the spark of determination, a resolve to fight, to not go gently into that good night. And so, armed with this resolve, Sarah embarked on her treatment journey. It was a path strewn with thorns of pain and discomfort. The treatments were harsh, their side effects harsher. But amid the pain, there were also moments of hope. Each small victory, each positive report, was a ray of light piercing through the dark clouds. It was these moments that fueled her spirit, that gave her the strength to carry on. But the journey wasn't smooth sailing. There were setbacks, moments when the mountains seemed to grow taller, the path steeper. There were times when her body protested, when her spirit wavered, but each time she picked herself up, dusted off the despair, and soldiered on, because she knew that this was her fight, her mountain to climb. She faced her fears, confronted her despair, and forged ahead with an indomitable spirit. Yes, the diagnosis was serious, the prognosis uncertain, but she was determined to face it head-on, to not let it define her or dictate her life. She chose to fight, to hope, to live. But Sarah, like any mountaineer, knew that the journey to the top wouldn't be easy. And yet, she chose to climb, to brave the storm, to conquer her mountain, because she knew that the view from the top, the sense of accomplishment, would be worth the struggle. Despite the odds, Sarah never lost her spirit. Her journey was a testament to the sheer power of human resilience and determination. She was a warrior in the truest sense, her armor made of courage, her weapon an indomitable will. Sarah's battle was not fought alone. She was surrounded by an army of loved ones, each one a pillar of support in her toughest times. Their love was her beacon, guiding her through the darkest nights and into the dawn of a new day. There were days when the spectre of her illness loomed large, casting long, disheartening shadows. But Sarah was not one to be easily defeated. She stared into the face of adversity and said, "I am not done yet." Her spirit was unbreakable, her resolve unshakable. Every day she fought her battles, one step at a time. Each step was a victory, every breath a testament to her strength. There were moments of pain, of despair, of utter exhaustion. But Sarah was a fighter, and fighters never quit. Her triumph was not a sudden, dramatic victory. It was the accumulation of small daily wins. It was waking up each day and choosing to fight, choosing to live, choosing to hope. It was the culmination of countless moments of bravery, of resilience, of love. Through it all, Sarah remained steadfast. She faced her illness with grace and dignity, showing us what true strength looks like. Her journey was not just about overcoming an illness, but about embracing life, with all its challenges and joys. And then came the day when the storm finally passed. The clouds parted, and Sarah emerged, stronger and more radiant than ever before. Her triumph was a testament to the power of hope, of love, of the human spirit. And there she was, standing on her own mountain peak, victorious. Her victory was not just a personal triumph, but a beacon of hope for all those who are fighting their own battles. Sarah's story is a testament to the power of resilience, of strength, and of the indomitable human spirit. Sarah's story, like my hiking adventure, teaches us important lessons. It reminds us of the resilience of the human spirit and the power that lies within us all, even when faced with the toughest of situations. One of the most profound lessons we can glean from Sarah's journey is the power of perseverance. Life is much like a winding road filled with ups and downs, twists and turns. Yet it is not the road itself that defines us, but how we navigate it. Sarah's relentless determination, her refusal to give in, even when the odds were stacked against her, is a testament to the strength of willpower. It's a powerful reminder that our capacity to endure is far greater than we often give ourselves credit for. Then there's the importance of hope. Hope is the beacon that guides us through the stormiest of seas. It's the glimmer of light in the darkest of nights. Sarah held on to hope, even when it seemed all but lost. It was her lifeline, her anchor. The lesson here is that no matter how dire the situation may appear, we must never lose sight of hope. It is the fuel that keeps us moving forward, the spark that ignites our resilience. Lastly, there's the strength that we can find in support from others. None of us is an island. We all need a helping hand, a shoulder to lean on, a word of encouragement when we're feeling low. Sarah was fortunate to have a support system that stood by her side, bolstering her spirit and boosting her resolve. Her story underscores the fact that while the journey is ours to undertake, the love and support of others can make the burden lighter and the path easier to tread. These lessons aren't just for mountaineers or Sarah or me, they're for all of us. We all have our own mountains to climb. As we've seen in Sarah's story, these mountains can appear insurmountable, a towering peak of adversity that seems impossible to conquer. But as Sarah demonstrated, it's not the size of the mountain, but the strength of the climber that truly matters. Take a moment to reflect on Sarah's journey, the trials she faced, the struggles she endured, and the triumphs she achieved. Her story is a testament to the power of perseverance, resilience, and determination, and it serves as a beacon of hope for all who are currently navigating their own difficult terrains. From Sarah's story, we learn that every challenge is an opportunity for growth, that it's okay to stumble, to fall, because each setback is a stepping stone towards the peak. We learn the importance of maintaining a positive mindset, even when the path is steep and the summit is shrouded in clouds. And above all, we learn that we possess the strength to overcome, to persist, and to triumph. So, as you face your own mountains, remember these lessons. Apply them to your challenges, your struggles, your triumphs. Use them as your guide, your compass as you navigate your own path. And always remember, no matter how steep the trail, no matter how high the peak, you have the strength to overcome. No matter what mountain you're facing, remember this. You have the power to reach the peak, because each of us has a mountaineer within.